Video today about kind of the things that have given me more inspiration and power during my diet. I must forewarn you though, the video is not really put together. I have a little checklist right here, but it's very minimal, and I haven't really thought about what I'm going to talk about. So we'll see how this goes. So I just wanted to talk about like what gives me power. First of all, and I know this isn't like I'm not like wholly educated about weight loss. There's still always things to learn. I think I know a good amount to get me through a diet and to help me with my weight loss, but I'm not gonna claim to be a professional or some expert at it all. Sorry, I'm so awkward today. I'm feeling kind of insecure. I suffer from social anxiety, so, and I'm just gonna throw that out there because awareness. So, um, and I think like if people understand your weaknesses and what you're going through, it can kind of help them to understand who you are a little bit better and give you some leeway. Um, so again, I'm not claiming to be an expert. I obviously have my problems. I am very fat, but I wanted to just share a few things that have given me inspiration and power to do what I'm doing, even if it's not really great and I'm not doing really well. Um, I have a few things that I could share with you. So, the first thing is don't be so strict. Um, this might seem counterintuitive for a diet, but really, if you're really craving that slice of cake or whatever and you just can't get it out of your mind, you can fight it and you can fight it, but the more you fight it, the more stress you're going to bring to your diet. And this is the point where I always fall off of my diet, is when I've just been following the rules too strictly and I just decide one day to give up. So what I've learned now is I'll have like a little piece of cake. I will keep it really small, and just to get it out of my head. Or if I want a big slice and a large portion or a whole day of just eating like a crazy, I will do it, and to just get it out of my head and continue on. And as I've been dieting, those days have become less and less because I've been more inspired and I've practiced enough to with dieting to have some more self-control. And that is another point that I want to make to you guys, is that practice makes perfect. I know you could say those things about like things like basketball and soccer and sports that practice, or anything else, piano, that practice makes perfect, and you wouldn't really think of it that it applies to a diet. But I promise you, the more that I have been dieting through the years, even the stronger that I've gotten. And well, okay, that doesn't, I've been dieting, well, you would think I'd be really strong by now, right? But I've been dieting like really hardcore for the last like year, I think. So I have lost in the past about 60 pounds when I was about 18. But my life was a lot better than it is now. I was less stressed. I had a really great job. I worked with my crush all day long. I loved what I was doing for my job, which was dog training. And I was really happy and active, and I didn't have a lot of the stress that I have now. And so I lost weight really quickly being active, distracted with work. I was working 12-hour days, but I loved it in the hot, which helped me lose weight because it was hot and my van didn't have an air conditioner. That I was driving around all day, driving to different clients' house. But again, I loved it. And I think being happy in your life and not stressed is another tip that I can give you to help you lose weight. But now I'm having such a hard time because I'm just really stressed and I don't really have the optimism that I had back then. Maybe I can work on my life and change a few things to make myself a little bit happier, and I'm trying to. I'm just kind of in a rut. That's another story. So, anyways, don't be so strict with your diet. Allow yourself to be weak and then just continue on. If you keep it very black and white with I'm on my diet, I'm either obeying it, and then the days that or you're not obeying it, you'll have these days when you just can't do it, and then you get so discouraged that it makes you quit your diet, and then you go off of it and who knows how long. Maybe you'll come back a day later or 6 months or a year later, like I've done in the past. So allow yourself to have days when don't you're not following the strict rules that you've set for your diet. That will help. Um, and practice makes perfect. And yeah. So another tip I have for you is to study nutrition. The more you know about your food, the more you can understand how it's working with your body, and the more inspired you will be to eat the healthier foods. Just know that refined sugars like carbohydrates, candy, soda, pasta are really bad for you because they spike your blood sugar levels and your insulin levels. And um, your insulin is basically a fat storing hormone. So you're spiking that, and you get fat if you're not eating the